Hey, good afternoon, Miami business leaders. I hope you are well. Happy Monday and happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I wanted to do this video to talk about an email that I got from actually CareerSource South Florida. If you don't know what CareerSource South Florida is, they're the local resource when someone is unemployed, or if they're looking for jobs, or you as an employer want to find somebody, you can actually go to them and their resource to let you know about available candidates in the area. However, they have something called and I'm here on their website, called the COVID-19 Layoff Aversion Fund. And essentially, they're providing a COVID-19 layoff fund up to $10,000 for your business, which will allow you to use it to, different things such as prevent layoffs in your business. However, the interesting thing is they're allowing it also to be used for technology. So they gave on their website, which I'm going to be putting a link below, a few examples of how you can use these funds for technology. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the bullet points and give you examples, because I definitely think that if you are in a position where you have had to make a lot of expenses, like for us in our business, we had to purchase the shields, face masks, gloves, laptops for our employees to work from home. So there was a lot of unexpected expenses that we had to do for our business because we were not ready for this. We didn't have a budget that said COVID, and then all of a sudden, okay, COVID is here, let's just use the money from that line item. We had to use the money from other places in order to make sure that our staff was protected and that our business would continue running. So this grant that they're allowing you to apply for, and if you receive it, you can use it towards items for technology, and you can also use it to prevent laying off any employees. So let's get right to the list. So the first thing is, they gave an example, is if you have a call center, if you have an office where you have many people possibly sharing a headset, if you have the phones with the headset, they're allowing you to use cordless headsets, Bluetooth headsets that you can purchase. Because if you think about it, right, if you have maybe a front desk department, if you're a retail store and you have a phone that everybody's using, that gets dirty quick, right? Hands, people are touching their face, people are touching their mouth. So there's a lot of different germs and potential COVID that can be on that surface. So you can actually use the funds from this grant to purchase wireless headsets that goes over the ear, and then everybody can essentially take it home. So that way no one is passing the germs around. Another example that they gave is cell phones. So many of you may have systems in your office that does not allow your phones to work outside the office, and now you have to get your employee cell phones, and maybe you're not in a position to get your employee cell phones and right now they're just using their personal phone, and you really don't want to mix your employee's personal phone with your customers, because if your employee were ever to leave, you don't want your customer calling that employee after. Also, you don't want that customer calling the employee after your closing time. Maybe you have a system in place that, after 5 o'clock, it goes to a different person, or maybe the employee's off and they just want to relax. They don't want to be bothered by a customer calling them for a situation that somebody else in the office should be taking. So this grant actually allows you to use that money to purchase cell phones. So both the cell phone and the service, so that you can supply these to your employees. So there's a lot of great things that this grant allows you to do, because as you know, when the PPP came out, there were a lot of restrictions. I believe it was like 75% was supposed to be for employees, and then up to 25% for utilities. So this is actually giving you even more. Another example is allowing your employees to work from remote. So as a technology advisor, when we had our customers call us and says, I need my employees to work from home. And then I was going to, a lot of things we said, it was, okay, great. So do you have a laptop? Well, how are we going to do this for you? How are they going to work from home? And the employers were not prepared for having this at home, for having their employees have computers at home. So this grant allows you to purchase laptops, purchase computers, purchase webcams, purchase microphones, all these things. You guys are doing Zoom calls, everything like that, and you can use that money for this grant once you receive it. So again, another great example of why you should be applying for this. Now, of course, you're going to have to read the fine print. You're going to have to call them. I am not a representative of CareerSource, but from what I can see here, even if you apply for the PPP or any other grant, I didn't see anything in the fine print that said that if you did qualify for the PPP, then you don't qualify for this. So again, definitely reach out to them to get those details. But from what I could see, if you were, if you did qualify and you received the PPP loan, from what I can read, it does seem that you can still apply for this, because I'm sure they're recognizing that the PPP couldn't cover everything. Another another example they're giving on this website, and I'll just read it directly from the website. It says, due to COVID-19, my employees have more downtime than usual. If I were able to offer project management training online during the downtime, it would increase their skill sets, make eligible for other positions within the company, and decrease their layoff chances. And this is actually really, really good, because I can even talk about our office. We have our office manager where, because she wasn't physically able to come into the office, she's working from home. Well, a lot of her tasks is actually to accept the package. But during COVID, we pivoted her position, and she actually started helping me in sales. And she started to help me with proposals, making phone calls, sending out quotes, and a lot of other administrative tasks that I originally just didn't think about having her do, that she really started to help me with. And so if you have somebody in your office and maybe they're not as proficient in QuickBooks, they're not proficient in their Microsoft Office, their Adobe Photoshop, or whatever the case is, this will allow you to invest in programs training, such as Khan Academy. LinkedIn has a great training platform, and different places, and you can actually use this grant money to pay for the training. Because if you have an employee and they're not as busy as they usually are because your business is slow or customers are not calling or coming in as much, you can actually use this money for that. So I personally thought this was a great resource, and I wanted to tell all you Miami business leaders about this, because this is really going to help. I personally sent this to a few of my friends, and they thanked me for it, because they're struggling, and these scenarios that I gave, they do qualify for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link below, and please feel free to share it to anybody. And it's a PDF also that's here, and I'll put that PDF in the comments and share it. This is thanks to CareerSource South Florida, where their website is CareerSourceFL.com, and it's called the Layoff Aversion Plan for Miami-Dade County. Have a good day.